Detective Ethan Cole thought he had seen it all. A seasoned investigator, he was no stranger to crime scenes, but nothing had prepared him for the call that changed everything. It came at 2:17 a.m., a blocked number. When he answered, a woman's trembling voice whispered, "Help me. He's inside my house." Ethan sprang into action, tracing the call. It led to 1137, Harper Lane, but something was wrong. That house had been abandoned for 25 years. When he arrived, there was no sign of forced entry. No footprints. No movement. But inside the dust-covered living room, he found an old landline phone, off the hook, the dial tone humming in the silence. Then, the phone rang again. His breath hitched as he picked it up. The same woman whispered, "He knows you're here now." The line went dead. And behind him, a floorboard creaked. Ethan spun around, gun raised. The house was empty. But then, a shadow moved down the hall. Following it, he found a bedroom with a single rocking chair. A dusty photograph sat on it, showing a woman and her young daughter. Written on the back, Sarah Mitchell and Emily, 1998. Ethan's gut tightened. He recognized the name. Sarah Mitchell was a woman who had gone missing 25 years ago, vanished without a trace, along with her 8-year-old daughter. Then, the phone rang again. He hesitated but answered. "He's watching you." The air in the room turned ice cold. Ethan turned just in time to see a shadow dart across the hallway mirror, but no one was there. His phone buzzed. A text from an unknown number. A photo of him. Standing in that exact room. Someone was inside the house with him. Ethan called for backup, but before they arrived, he noticed scratches on the wooden floor, as if something had been dragged. Pulling back an old rug, he discovered a hidden trapdoor. The lock was broken. Someone had been here recently. He climbed down into a hidden basement, and the stench of decay hit him instantly. In the dim light, he saw two things that made his blood run cold. 1. A dusty, rotting baby doll, missing an eye. 2. A series of old cassette tapes labeled Sarah Mitchell, Confession. Ethan played the first tape. The voice of a frightened woman filled the air. "He won't let us leave. If anyone finds this, please, my daughter, he took her first. Now it's my turn." Then, a sound behind him. Heavy footsteps descending the basement stairs. Ethan turned, gun raised. But there was no one there. Then, his phone rang again. He answered, heart hammering. "You should have left." A loud crash upstairs. Ethan sprinted up, only to find the front door wide open, and in the doorway, standing in the cold moonlight, a woman in a tattered dress, eyes hollow and lifeless. It was Sarah Mitchell. She opened her mouth, but no sound came out. Instead, the phone in Ethan's hand crackled. He took her first. Then he took me. Now, he wants you. The door slammed shut. The lights flickered, and the room was filled with whispers. The last thing Ethan saw was his own reflection in the mirror, grinning back at him. Then, darkness. The next morning, when police arrived, the house was empty. No sign of Ethan Cole. But when they picked up the old landline phone, they heard one thing. A man's voice whispering, "Help me. He's inside my house."